everyone, it's Nicole, and today I thought I'd come to you with a different video. I've talked about how I have so many layouts that I need to get journaling on and get, the dates on and get them into albums. And here's a few steps that I did to get that done. So I took 2 of the iris containers, and after I did this, I counted how many I have left, and I have more than 10. At 10, I just stopped counting because it was getting a little depressing, but I think I probably have like 14 or 15 of those iris containers that are full of layouts that need to be journaled on. So at first, like I said, I took 2 iris containers. I took all the layouts out. There must be at least 50 there. And I just grabbed the first layout that was on top and I started journaling. I'm going to do that for a couple of layouts, and then I'm going to find that it's taking, this method is taking too long. Also, as I'm going through the layouts, if I notice something is loose, I'm going to take some glue and I'm going to glue it down to make sure that, it's not going to fall once it's in my album. So I'll probably do it this way for, 3 or 4 layouts until I decide, man, this is taking forever because, I have to, find the date on my roller date stamp, and then I have to think of the journaling, and I'm finding it's taking way too long. But I mean, every time you start something new, you try stuff and then you notice, that's not really working. But I did manage to do some journaling on 3 or 4 layouts while I was kind of thinking about that, and that worked out great. But I think I've talked about this before when the reason a lot of times my journaling is not done on my layouts when I'm doing the pages is because I have to be sitting there and just thinking about like writing. And the more that I write, the more that it's easier for me to write. And even with this, it's just going back and forth between the date and journaling. I'm finding it's like I have to stop and think about different things too much. So this is what I decided to do. So one of the first things I did was grab some tools that I was going to use for this. And I'm going to put them in a little container. And when when I'm done these journaling pages, they're still going to be close. And next time that I'm going to do some journaling, they're going to be at the ready. So I grabbed my Muji pen or any kind of journaling pen. I grabbed some inks, and then I grabbed 2 roller date stamps. One is from 2000 to 2010, and the other one is from like 2010 to 2020, so that I have a good 2 decades of stamps. Then I made piles. I made a pile that just needed to have the date stamped on it. The other pile needs the date and the journaling. And the third pile, I have some journaling on it, so I just need the date. And that way, when I'm sitting down, if I grab the pile that I just need the date, I can sit down and just think about that, or just the journaling, or whatever the case may be. So you can see the pile of pages there, and I'm going to divide them between those 3 stacks. Another thing I did too on a piece of paper is I wrote down all the years. I think I started like in 2011, and then I wrote down sort of the big sort of vacations that we did. So in 2011, we went to Boston. In 2012, we went to New York City. 2013, we went to Quebec on that fishing trip. 2014, we went to Boston again, and so on and so forth. So as I'm going through the pages, it's making it a whole lot easier for me to divide, to find out which year these certain pages are, that we went to. So like my daughter's competition in Ontario that we went to, the whole family, that was in April of 2014. And then once I had them all journaled and the stamped date, you can see all the piles there. First of all, I just divided them into piles. Here's my pile that needs the date and the journaling. Here's the pile that just needs the journaling, and the other pile just needed the date. Then I was able to sit down and just kind of focus on one thing. Okay, that pile only needs journaling, that pile only needs the date, so on and so forth. And then with my little list, it was really easy to just put the date and then the journaling. So I just want to show you, I think the big pile there is what is done. That's ready now to go into albums, and the rest still needs to be done. And so once all that was done, then I made little pieces of paper with the date on it. So I had a stack for 2013, a stack for 2015, 2016, so on and so forth. And then I was able to put the layouts in each of the piles. And then once that was done, it was so much easier to put the layouts away, because then I would take out one album and put all the pages into that album. Now, the things I've learned. 2 iris containers of layouts is too much for me to do at one time. Next time I'm going to just take out 1 iris container. I put about an hour, and I did probably about 40 pages that I got it all completed and into the albums. Now, a lot of my albums didn't have the date on it. So what I did is, you saw I took that Kelly Perky a stamp set, and with the numbers, and I'm going to put the date on at the end of each album. And I'm just going to take some black ink, and I just like the size of those numbers. And then I'm going to, like I said, a lot of my pages are not put away for a lot of years now. So it's in dire straight need of me doing this. But again, I cannot do it all at once, because it's not as fun as scrapbooking. Let's be honest, right? So I think what I'm going to do is every Monday, I'm going to take 1 iris container, and I'm going to spend an hour on it. So I'm going to divide it all up, and if I don't finish what that whole thing, then I'll just put it back in the order that it was in, because by that point it'll be all divided by, if I need the date and just the date and journaling and all that stuff. And then I'm going to make sure that I'm going to get them done that way, 1 iris container at a time. Like I said, if I have about 12 or 15 left, that means in 15 weeks, so less than 4 months, I'm going to have all my layouts put away. And here I'm just showing you, once I had the date at the end of the album, like on the spine, then I had my piles of the layouts, and then I was quickly putting them in the page protectors. Now, one thing that I didn't do is I did not worry about putting them in order. Whatever the next page was, I just put it in. And if someday I want to put them in, by month, and January to December, then I will do that. But for now, they're not in iris containers. They're actually in albums that people can flip through and actually look at the pages. And I'm super happy with that. So I probably got about 40 pages done in about an hour and a half. So pretty good timing. I still have about probably 15 to 20. There was probably closer to 70 pages that were in those 2 containers. But I thought I'd share that with you, and how I plan to conquer that beast of that many layouts that I need to get organized and put into albums. So I hope you enjoyed this, and if you're new to my channel, I just want to let you know that for the entire month of July, I'm uploading a video a day. And so don't forget to hit subscribe. And if you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.